We're gonna beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
Get it together, man. Anyway, that was Alex Jones falling apart, as he does quite often, sometimes on camera, I'm sure very often off camera, about how difficult it's been, his legal travails, his financial travails, because after years and years of raking in hundreds of millions of dollars selling ground up gorilla bones for virility and stuff like that, he ended up having to pay $1.4 billion to those who he has been defaming for years, all the families of the Sandy Hook shooting. And so his last hope was the Supreme Court. He'd already failed at multiple levels of our legal system, but perhaps the uber conservative Supreme Court would save him. And in this case, it feels weird to like give you good news. They didn't. They declined to step in and actually save him. Now, they gave no reason for that, which normally bothers me. I feel like you could send a brief message or something, but in this case, I'll accept it because the end result is he's gonna have to pay the money. So that's good news. The families, by the way, were awarded the money after suing Mr. Jones for defamation. He had for years falsely claimed on his Infowars shown website that the shooting was a hoax and that the family members of the victims were actors in a plot to enact extreme gun control legislation. 20 children, all of them first graders, and 6 educators died in the shooting. By the way, the thing that like it is genuinely horrific to claim that these people are faking that their kids have died. That's totally true. But also that they did it so that we get this gun control, which when are we gonna get that? Like there were apparently dozens and dozens and dozens of false flags. We never actually got the gun control. It's weird how the government always forgets to do the other side of the false flag, isn't it? Anyway, the Supreme Court's decision not to take up this case now clears the way for him to actually pay the families. Bear in mind, this has been going on for literally years at this point. He says that or his lawyers say that it's an amount that can never be paid. And an attorney for the families said that justices properly rejected Jones's latest desperate attempt to avoid accountability for the harm he's caused. We look forward to enforcing the jury's historic verdict and making Jones and Infowars pay for what they've done, which is good. Now, he says we can never pay it off. And I agree. I don't think he'll ever be able to pay $1.4 billion. I just think he should pay every dollar that he makes. They should liquidate everything that he owns, the homes, the networks and all of that. It was made by doing this. It is owed to them now. And maybe he only pays a very tiny fraction ever. But I think he should have to pay virtually everything he makes from here on out. And I think that's going light. The fact that he did what he did and caused the very real harm to these people, and the only penalty is financial, I think he's gotten off very easy. I'm not a lawyer or anything. I'm like most of the people running the DOJ these days in that way. But I think he should be behind bars for what he did. And the fact that he got to make millions, he got to live large, his homes and his vehicles and an endless supply of pulled pork. And he did all of that by defaming these people. It's grotesque, and I love the idea that soon he will have to pay. What do you think, Sharon?
Yeah, I don't really care if it harms him and frankly his family by default, because I mean, he's the guy who's leading this tribe, and I suggest that you break away from him if you wish to not be associated with this kind of filth. Don't write checks you can't cash is another one. It's what my grandma used to say. I know he wasn't charged with a crime, but I agree with you. What he did was really criminal in a moral sense. And I'm reminded of like the Son of Sam laws and making money off. He shouldn't be allowed to keep $1. So go live in squalor. You'll be the one unhoused person that I could care less about. We'll get around to you, maybe never. Who cares? And I'll say this, I guarantee you, this is my opinion. He went and called or tried to reach out to someone at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And what these guys never understand, the pillow guy, Rudy, and now this guy with all of his tears, is that he only cares about himself, the big guy, right? And making sure the fix is in for him. He's not gonna help you, even if you helped him. So it's a beautiful thing to watch. It's delicious. It'll never bring back these, I'm still haunted by their innocent, sweet faces. And this is what you chose to do?
Yeah.
Have several seats, Alex.
It's gross. It's gross.
So gross.
I'm sure for years it seemed like a great idea. He made a bunch of money, and they all do this. They're all willing to just look at Candace Owens. She's making bank off of just deciding like, hey, who's the person I can pretend to think is trans? Yeah, no, I'll do 20 videos about this person. I'll make $1 million or whatever, and like maybe it ruins their life. I don't give a damn. And that's what they all do. That's what they all do. He did it better than any of them. But you were totally right to point out, man, there are some big allies that Donald Trump has just left in his rearview mirror, like Rudy Giuliani. And especially that Trump, who is a multi-billionaire, could just write a check to cure all of Rudy Giuliani's problems, and it would not affect Donald Trump's life at all. But he doesn't do it. Like almost out of principle, he doesn't help these people that have helped him so much. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering what's gonna happen after this. And I don't know, it's a complicated process and it's probably still gonna take a couple of years. Previously, Infowars had been bought by The Onion, and then that ended up getting overturned. They're saying they're gonna keep pursuing the sale. And so I guess there's still a chance, maybe an outside chance, that The Onion ends up buying Infowars. And I think that would be great. I would say they should team up with Stephen Colbert, whose show is gonna end soon, and he could use the official Infowars set to film his Tuck Buckford show, which hopefully should be coming out soon.